A massive change is about to happen to YouTube gaming, and Nintendo, out of nowhere, just shocked the world. For the longest time, Nintendo had the most ridiculous content protection ID in place that prevented a lot of creators from making what they loved and sharing it with the world. Nintendo had their content creators program in place where if you uploaded a video as a creator and it used more than 10 or 15 seconds of Nintendo footage anywhere in the video, no matter how long it was, Nintendo would seize that video and say it was theirs and claim it for the money, unless you were part of the creators program where you'd only see a portion of the money and Nintendo would still take a large chunk from that. They decided to remove that policy out of nowhere. This is a complete shock, and maybe it's a hint that Nintendo is finally moving in the right direction. Furukawa, the president that took over recently, everyone was saying that he had a different approach to how the company should be run, but honestly, this is the first decision that I've seen that actually shows that. It moves Nintendo into the next generation of what's actually a reality for everybody else. Before they made this decision, it was archaic. It held them back. What they thought was making them a lot of money while they were taking money from all these creators actually ended up strangling them because people didn't want to cover Nintendo games. And honestly, it's the best advertising in the modern era to have creators play your games for people because it gets them excited and makes them want to buy your games. And Nintendo was completely absurd with how they stuck to their guns on their old school content creators program, making sure that they took as much money as possible from people, thinking that that's how they protect their IPs, because we all know Nintendo is extremely protective when it comes to the house of Mario. Now, honestly, I didn't see this coming, and if anybody out there says they saw this coming, they're either crazy or lying to you, because nobody in their right mind would have ever expected Nintendo to, out of the blue, completely change what they had in place for so long. We heard hints of YouTube working with Nintendo about a year ago, trying to get Nintendo to come around and join everybody else on how the copyright program works on YouTube on the whole, and Nintendo was extremely resistant to that. Now Nintendo has decided to shift gears completely, turn the car around, and drive back the other direction. The Creators Program ends December 2018, and going forward in 2019 and beyond, they are going to follow suit with what the vast majority of other publishers in YouTube allow for content, which means this is gigantic news for the entire YouTube platform. Large creators like Ninja or Angry Joe or PewDiePie would not even touch Nintendo games with a 10-foot pole. A 1,000-foot pole, they wouldn't even come near them because Nintendo would always seize it and try to take either all or a percentage of the money from the video. So they stuck to other games, like what third-party titles would make, or in Ninja's case, focusing on Fortnite. But his tweet from last night makes a lot more sense now. Hey Fighting Smash community, I got something cooking for you, with the gif of Donkey Kong. This was kind of weird because everyone's like, this guy plays Fortnite all the time. Why is he talking about Smash? Why is he talking about having something special for people? What would Ninja possibly have anything to do with Nintendo? Did he sign a specific agreement with them? Did he do something behind closed doors? Nope. He probably just had a heads up that the Creators Program was ending in December and that he'd be able to cover Nintendo games going forward. Angry Joe has spoken out about how he doesn't cover Nintendo games. Jim Sterling has made videos, countless videos, about how ridiculous Nintendo's copyright claim system was, how they take 5 cents from creators just to get a bag of chips. Now going forward, that's all history. It's not going to be the case anymore. And if you're a content creator out there and you play video games, there couldn't be any better news for you than hearing this. If you're a viewer out there, honestly, it's the same thing. You couldn't be more excited because there's going to be far more content for you to view, And even if you don't like Nintendo games, it'll be an option for you to find out about games you might be missing from previously where you weren't able to watch them because nobody was really covering them. Nintendo started out by saying, "We are humbled every day by your loyalty and passion for Nintendo's games, characters, and worlds, and respect that you want to be able to express yourself creatively by sharing your own original videos and images using content from our games." And their first bullet point: "You may monetize your videos and channels using the monetization methods separately specified by Nintendo. Other forms of monetization of our intellectual property for commercial purposes are not permitted." Basically, what they say is they encourage to create videos including creative input and commentary. Videos and images that contain mere copies of Nintendo game content without creative input or commentary are not permitted. What that's saying is, you can't just re-upload a Nintendo advertisement or trailer or Nintendo Direct and try to make money from it. You need to actually change it to be your own material. Which is what it's like for everybody else out there. Nintendo is finally joining what the rest of the world is doing on how copyright systems work on YouTube, and this is gigantic news. I cannot overstate enough how big of a deal this is. Nintendo is finally coming around, and it's exciting for everybody, creators and viewers alike. I'm still kind of in shock from seeing this. It's extremely exciting for me personally because I, for the longest time, have either used a lot of tricks in the editing process or completely avoided Nintendo altogether because it's not worth the time and frustration of dealing with copyright claims and dealing with fighting that and re-uploading and all that, so it just wasn't worth even touching a lot of them. Going forward though, this is huge news. Lots of Smash Brothers, lots of Metroid Prime 4, lots of awesome Nintendo games finally free to roam all of YouTube. I can't believe this has happened. I'm still kind of tingling from it. Like, holy crap, no one saw this coming, and it's awesome news. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today, but let me know how you feel about Nintendo finally eliminating the Creators Program and joining the rest of humanity with the modern era of copyright claims on YouTube. It's very exciting, even though there's still a long way to go with the YouTube copyright claims. This is a step in the right direction. Let me know how you guys feel about it, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Smash,